What are three ways in which you can get cash in your business right now? I know there are a lot of times when, situations happen in your business and you can't perhaps wait on the time for a loan to be processed. It could be that based on your business credit or your credit situation, it's a little hard to get a loan or increase in your line of credit or even increase in your credit card limit. So what are some other options you can explore as a business owner to get cash in your business right now, to get your hands on cash, get access to cash right now? That's what we talk about in this video. I am Karsha Campbell. I do help everyday business owners in the construction world, contractors, the trades, helping you to say goodbye to financial chaos, to set up financial systems and processes in your business that help you save on money, that help you save on time, that help to reduce errors in your business. I also help you to plug those money holes. Money's leaking from your business. There's more money leaving your business than coming out, and we figure that out. So we partner to really turn things around in your business. Sometimes your business is set up on some shaky foundation there, so it could be in terms of the riskiness of your business. Your business is not increasing in value. We fix those things together. So that's what I do. And I'm really passionate about helping business owners, for so many reasons. So in this video, we talk about ways you can have access to cash in your business right now. Number one is what we call factoring your accounts receivable. If you are in a situation where you do have accounts receivable, persons owing you as the business owner, you've provided services, products, and they haven't paid yet, for several reasons, you can do what's called factoring your accounts receivable. What is that? Factoring is basically where you sell those amounts that are owed to a company, or it could be an individual as well. They give you upfront cash, less a fee, of course. They give you upfront cash, which you have access to right away. And then following that, they are now going to be the legal owners of those accounts receivable accounts. They're going to be pursuing those persons to pay. The persons will now no longer owe you. They will now owe that factor that you sold their accounts to, their balances to. So that is one way. And a lot of persons actually explore factoring. I was actually on a seminar this week where there was a company that, they do that. And, they were saying sometimes for various reasons going through the bank to get funding, might not be the best fit for a lot of business owners for various reasons. So that is where they come in. They're able to support you as a business owner to definitely help with improving your accounts receivable situation. So you get that cash in. The thing is, you'll get that cash net interest or whatever fee they charge. And it's going to vary depending on the balance of the owings that are there, the amounts that persons owe you. So for example, if you do owe 100, if the persons, I'm mixing you up, so I'm getting tongue tied. So if your debtors, those who owe you, if they're owing you 100,000 versus 500,000, the fee would be different. The fee would be in proportion to what's owed, and then they deduct that fee, and then you get those monies up front. And, they are now legally responsible for those amounts that are owed. They will keep pursuing their debtors, and you're free of debtors. You get cash in your hand, in your bank account, less that fee. So that works for business owners, depending on what their situation is, their cash needs. They might decide to just factor in some of the accounts receivable. It could be like, for example, those debtors who are problem clients. It's a hassle to get payment from them for whatever reason. It could be ones that I have owed you for a long time. Various reasons would help to make the decision. Do we factor some? Do we factor all? Which ones do we factor? You know, is it worth this amount in terms of, and definitely the cash that you need right away will help you to determine how much you factor and what works best for you at this time. So that is one way to get cash in your business now. And again, if it's something, if you're in a crunch and you don't want to go through financial institutions like the banks, or, you know, you don't want to take out like a loan on your house, a mortgage, equity loan, that, you know, you don't want to go through those options as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, or as a CEO, that is definitely one option you can use, factor in your accounts receivable. The second option is what I call somewhat being your own bank. So you are looking within yourself, within your business, what is it that I can sell, right? For example, there are times when, as business owners, you have certain equipment that belong to your business. However, they are not being used effectively. So you might have, let's say you have a tractor, you know, type of machine. However, it's probably used once or twice a year, right? What that is saying is that you have paid all this money for this equipment, or you might have the lease, whatever the situation. However, if it's just being used once or twice a year, it's most likely you are not getting the full utilization from that equipment. And again, it depends on your business. So I'll throw that disclaimer in quickly. So it depends on what is happening. But most times, if it's not being used regularly and frequently, you're not getting that return on it. That's an indication that you do have an option. You could sell it, and as another job comes up that it is needed, you can rent or just lease it for a few months, depending on what's happening in your business. So that is another way to get cash in your business right away. So I do know that at times persons are hesitant to sell. They're like, it's an asset, it's values. But think about it. If you're not get that, another thing which I do with my clients, we assess the returns that they're getting from their capital assets, from the things they own, because a lot of times you're owning equipment, machinery, and you are not getting the return on it. It's not really bringing in revenue to your business frequently, you know, worthwhile revenue, and it's worth exploring. Should we reconsider our strategy for purchasing equipment, purchasing certain machinery, right? So again, it depends on where your business is at. It differs for every business, your situation. So these are just general these are just general ways in which you can explore getting more cash in your business right away. And again, you can look within, it doesn't have to be machine, it could be other things within your business that you could explore. Okay, can I sell this right away, or do I need this subscription for this period? Can I discontinue it to save that, you know, I don't have to have that money coming off my card or making that payment, especially if you're paying by check or e-transfer every month. You are actually having those funds left in your account. And the thing is, I find too that when you are faced with a crunch, a cash flow crunch, that you start to think differently. Do I really need this? Is it really something that my business needs right now? Can I delay it? It's like one of the things that, you know, with my little guys, we're now at the stage where, or not just right now, but for a few years now, probably since they've been 3 or 4, I've brought to them the concept of, is this a need or a want? You know, think about it. Like I you know, help to develop their thinking skills, their analytical skills. Is this a need, or is this something that you want? Can you do without this, right? And I've been kind of working through that, explaining that to them. It's hard because when you just want all the toys in the world, that's your need, right? But in effect, it's not. You know, it's not a need, it's just a want. So again, when you're faced with a cash flow crunch, you need to be assessing your business through those eyes, those lens. Is it a want? Is it a need? Is it something that for the next 2 months my business has to have? Or is it something that, to be honest, we can sell it and we can work through getting it in a different way as the need comes up? So it's a time of reflection, analysis on your business. What are some of the things we could sell that will definitely get those monies, those cash in our hands, right away versus having to wait through certain financing options or, certain loans and all that. So look at what you can sell right now in your business. And even on the personal side, there are times, from time to time, people do that. They'll have a garage sale. These are things when you do that audit of what's in your home, you realize, okay, I really don't need this number of this item. I can sell a few. We really can do without this as an individual, as a family. So it's the same with your business. What is it that you can sell right now? And as the need arises, you can get it back. And it's going to be eye-opening because you probably go through 2 months, 3 months, and you realize, I really didn't need that item. I didn't need that piece of machinery. It's probably something we just got thinking we would get the return on it, or our business strategy has changed. We really don't need it that frequently anymore. It's time to, assess other options. So that is another way you can get cash in your hands now for your business. So just to recap, the first way was factoring your accounts receivable, selling your accounts receivable to a third party, someone else. They give you the monies upfront, less a discount, a fee. And then number 2 was looking within your business what you can sell, what equipment, what is it that you own that you can sell, what can you not have. It's like being your own bank. It's looking within yourself to be your own bank. So those are 2 ways in which you can get cash in your business right now, depending on the needs of your business. There are times when situations come up. You might have payroll coming up. You might have certain other expansion obligations, and you need to have your money on cash right away, right? The third way, number 3, getting my fingers in the camera. Number 3 is, what is it that persons owe you that you can reach out to get those payments for? It might seem very simplistic, but a lot of times I do see it, and I've had the distress calls where persons are owing you as the business owner for months, years at times, and you are not following up, you're not, reaching out, you're not pursuing these owings actively. And yes, they have a responsibility to pay you, but we all know that in the real world, a lot of persons, they know it's their responsibility, it's the integrity thing to do. They're not paying. And also, quickly throw a disclaimer in that sometimes it's not that they might not want to pay you, but they're probably strapped for cash as well, right? So it is important that you, as the business owner, the entrepreneur, the CEO, you are reaching out to persons who owe you, having that conversation. What is happening? You haven't paid? Did you forget? What is happening? They could be having financial stress in their business. So is it possible that they could say, I'll pay you a part and then I'll pay a part later? That is a big help, because if somebody owes you 200,000 and they can only afford to pay you 50,000, 60,000, 120,000, that is cash coming to your business. So it might not be everything, but you are getting a part of what's owed. So that's monies that if you never reached out, if you didn't have that communication, if you didn't make that phone call, then you would not have been able to get your hands on those monies. Those payments would not have been coming into your business. So that is another way I do encourage you. And knowing that you're going to have to be have access to reporting in your business, because you can't remember all the persons who owe you, how much, how long. So that links back to ensuring that you do have a system in your business where you can pull these reports quickly, your accounts receivable reports, and you're able to even group depending on the system, and there are a lot of analysis that can be done to see how long the persons have owed you. Are they owing me for 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, over 300 days, right? And then you are now able to say, okay, let's reach out to those who have owed me the longest. Let's start there. Taking up the phone, sending an email, probably stopping by their office, whatever works. What is happening? I'm reaching out. You've owed this amount for this time. What is happening? How can I support you to ensure the payment is there? Because you have to really care about your clients that much to know that they might be going through situations, circumstances, things might be happening that might not be their intention to owe you, but it happens. So it's your responsibility as the business owner, the entrepreneur, the CEO to reach out. And again, it might not be you personally reaching out. You might have someone on your team, a key support person who takes care of that. And it could be you personally reaching out too. Nothing is wrong with that. So that's another way in which you can have access to cash, get cash coming into your business right away. So I'm just going to recap, but bear in mind as we recap that what's going to really drive you to help you to identify what's actually owed in your business, helping you to execute these strategies is going to be ensuring that you do have the key reports that tell you what is happening in your business. For example, if you're going to sell an equipment, you want to know, okay, how much did I pay for it? You want to know, okay, how many years have I had it? What's the wear and tear like? So if you purchase it for 600,000 5 years ago, it's not going to be worth 600,000 now. So you need this information to help you to estimate, okay, is it worth probably 400,000 now, 450? What is it? How much is it owed? Because that's going to help you to decide on what's a reasonable selling price, right? So it all goes back to having the correct reports available in your business to help you with making decisions when you need to have cash in your business right away. It all goes back to the reporting. It's going to all go back to that. Whatever decision you make, the strategy you decide to implement in your business, it's going to go back to ensuring that you have the correct and timely reports in your business to help you to do this, right? So let us recap, everyone. And I'm just going to go over quickly the 3 methods before we close out. But I just want to remind you that your business is very important, and there are times when you are at a cash crunch, you're at a crossroads. It's not easy. It's overwhelming. It might be confusing. However, there are strategies to implement to kind of maneuver, like going through the hills, valleys, going through the instability in your business. There are strategies to help to overcome that and to help you maneuver or drive through the confusion like a puzzle. Yes, so let's quickly recap with the 3 strategies. Number 1, you can factor your accounts receivable. That is where you are selling what is owed to you to a third party, to an organization. They're giving you the cash up front, less a fee, and then they are now legally responsible for your accounts receivable. Number 2 is you are looking within your business, what is it that you can sell right away? I like to call it being your own bank. Number 3, analyzing your accounts receivable report. And I know there are some times where there are cash businesses. However, you can assess your business as well, because for cash businesses, there are a lot of forms of cash now. It could be via Interac, via transfers, wire transfers. It could be via credit card. Persons are paying you right away. However, you're being paid right away. Are you sure the monies are reaching your bank account? That is another thing, right? So don't think that because you might have a business where you technically should not have amounts owing to you that you don't need to examine it. You need to examine it just the same to ensure that if somebody was to pay me by credit card, the money did hit my bank account. And there are ways to do that. A key tool is using bank reconciliations in your business. So those are our 3 strategies, guys, just to check in if you need cash in your business right away. Those are three ways, getting tongue tied. Those are three ways in which you can explore to see if this works for your business, if it does not. So thank you for tuning in. And as always, if you do have any questions, you just let me know. And of course, click to sign up or to subscribe if you want to stay in touch. Bye, guys. Signing off, this is Karsha Campbell, the Cash Flow Maven, passionate about helping business owners say goodbye to financial chaos in their business when it comes to their systems, their processes, their operations, and having that being converted into increased cash flow and more in your business. Bye.